First, there was 2 sets of footprints in the sand. Then there was 1 set of footprints in the sand. When times get hard and shit hits the fan, God don't walk with me, he carry me, man. Been going through some shit, but I've been great. Everything's been working out just fine. It don't matter what it look like. I've been great. I've been taken care of. I've been well fed. I've been sheltered. I done had assistance. And I really just got closer with God. I had time to reflect, even more so. And I've been reflecting this whole time. And I done built my relationship with God, building my relationship with God, a connection. And I couldn't too much ask for a better situation. Life is beautiful. I am beautiful. You, my friend, are beautiful. Let your beauty show. You have my permission. Now give yourself permission. Peace. This is not something, I made it up, but it's not just some random shit. I want people who listen to this podcast, this is what I want for myself. This is what I strive for every day. To develop the muscle of alphaness. That's basically what it takes. It's the tool that you have to have inside of you, that you have inside of you, that you want to develop. Like you develop a muscle to let your higher self exist in this world. What is your higher self? It's the self that you strive to be. It's the superhero version of you. It's Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4. God mode you. Is to let that part of you exist. To transcend your lower self, the weak part of you. The part of you who don't do what you actually want to do in your heart. So it takes you developing an alpha muscle, all right? And when I'm saying that, remember, it's not about some fucking get strong in the gym shit. It's not about becoming some alpha male. That's all incorporated in it. That could be a part of it if that's what you want for yourself. But it's not it. Like, even if you're doing no fap, it kind of go to, in a broad term, let's just say willpower. That's what it is. Like developing inner will to accomplish what you want to accomplish as a person. So if you're doing no fap, it takes willpower to get to 30, 40, 60, 90, 2 years of no fap, sustaining from masturbation. If you in the gym, you want to gain 30 pounds of muscle, it's going to take dedication, consistency. That is the alpha muscle, right? It's something that every man, really every person, but definitely every man need to develop. That's what alpha muscle is. That's what the whole idea behind it. All right. Now, character versus personality. What is the difference? Character is who you are. Like the essence of you. Character is it has a lot to do with your integrity. Right? It's how you are when people aren't watching. It's just how you are. It's how you are. G. I didn't. This is like off the top of my head. I ain't really playing this video. Now, personality is just how you act around people. You know what I'm saying? Like if you silly or if you shy, if you funny, your mannerisms. Character is just. It's like if you see somebody in a certain situation, how you would respond in that situation. And that's much more important than if you can make somebody laugh. Like you could be an asshole making somebody laugh. You can be the dirtiest nigga, evilest person, but you can have a great personality and people might actually enjoy being around you, but that don't make you a better friend or a better person than a guy who's probably introverted, not as fun, but has a good heart and would, you know what I'm saying, give you the shirt off his back. So when I'm choosing my friends, I look more so for character, my close friends. All right, and if you don't have good character, you got a good personality, then we can be cool. I see you as an acquaintance. We can kick it and all of that, but I'm not gonna trust you like that. I ain't gonna really fuck with you like that when it comes down to it, when it's all said and done. And also, look, G, like I said, integrity has a lot to do with character and pretty much your principles and morals. So if you go to church, that come with a whole bunch of principles and morals that, you know, God already set out for you to live by, and don't just live by them on Sundays or when you're around church people. So that's kind of, if you take in that perspective, that should give you a good idea of character and integrity and stuff. But you need to, whether you go to church or not, right? you need to have some principles and morals for yourself, like rules that you live by, and hopefully they good, at least good for you. All right, so, and you can't fucking give yourself an excuse to not live by them because of certain something. You know what I'm saying? So for example, right? Last week I'm at the playground with my daughter. We went to the zoo. Then after the zoo, we went to the playground. And then I'm just chilling. I'm watching my daughter play in the sand or whatever. They had this little sand part. And then it's this girl, this woman, light skin. She had tattoos on her arms and shit. I think she had on some Converses or some Vans. I think they was Converses. She's looking clean. She looking all dead up. She had like curly hair. She was a black girl, but she had this Asian type look to her. I see her looking at me. Like, now I haven't showered in like probably 2 or 3 days at that point. I had on the same clothes for 2 to 3 days. I didn't have a haircut. I had my shirt off though, so I was still looking muscular. I think that's probably what caught her attention. And she's looking at me and shit. I'm watching her. She right there. So I'll go get some water. Then I go sit by the sand, kind of closer to the woman too at the same time. And I check back, and she like looked at me still. It's like I'm like, damn, she checking me out. But the way I'm feeling about myself, I'm like, dude, I stink. I don't have a haircut. And like, I can go over there and talk to her, but okay, man, I'm broke. So even if I do start talking to her, I ain't got nothing that she want. She probably just attracted to me because I'm the only nigga here, or because she like my physique or some shit. I'm telling myself this stuff, giving myself basically an excuse not to go and approach her, even though I know I'm lonely as shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been having no action. I know, like, damn, this girl is my type. She like a 9 physically, in my opinion. Like, fine. And that's exactly what I need in my life. And thing is, I ain't got nothing to lose. Like, all I had to do was go talk to her. So I gave myself all these fucking excuses. And then, when it was time to go, I'm like, all right, 5-minute warning, we finna go. So we walk. I put my shades on, because I know I'm finna get up close to check her out, to see. I'm trying to look for some shit, something else to give me a reason to have an excuse not to have approach her and shit. So I walk right past her to go out the damn playground, and I'm looking at her, and she know I'm looking at her. She's just like waiting for me to say something. I'm just looking. I ain't see shit wrong with her. I'm telling myself, like, man, I don't need to be talking to the women. I need to be trying to get my life. I'm telling myself this shit, but that's all bullshit. And I had just made a video not too long ago talking about there's nothing wrong with cold approach. It's fun. You should do what you want to do and shit like that. So I know damn well I wanted to talk to her, but I gave myself all of these fucking excuses because of anxiety and all this fucking low self-esteem shit that I was experiencing. All this shit not to fucking just do what the fuck I know I wanted to do. Like, to me, that's me being a bad role model. And it's also me not really having integrity and what the fuck I like want to do and the shit that I talk about. I don't do this all the time, but shit, it happens more times. It happens. It definitely happens. It's like 50-50. Like sometimes if I'm in a social mood, I go ahead. I don't give a fuck what I look like or whatever. But at that time, I don't know. But here it is a week later. I'm still thinking about this shit. So to me, and that wasn't a good thing for me to do. But the thing is though, I don't want to keep learning from the same mistakes. Like I don't want like that pretty much it's a regret. Since I'm thinking about this shit, making a fucking a podcast about it, talking about it a week later, that goes to show I was supposed to fucking talk to her. Ain't like I had to fucking go try to get her number or nothing, but it's like you don't know. You don't know what could have been. And it's not only with women, dude. You can like it be a lot of rich niggas in my car when I'm doing lift. They be into all type of shit. Sometimes I don't even talk to them. They talking about all type of shit and right behind me, how they making all this money and shit. It's like, dude, are you curious or not? But like I told y'all, man, I struggle with this interpersonal building relationship stuff. Like sometimes I force myself to just put myself out there. And every time I do that, it's fine. Like, whether I get some great result in the end or not, only thing I need to actually be doing is not running away from the situation, basically. So, I ain't really want to make this episode about me, because I try not to get too personal nowadays, because I could definitely get personal as shit. But I just wanted to share that, man. Like, don't keep making the same mistakes. Because we make mistakes so that we can learn going forward. Because if we keep making those same mistakes, we're not growing. We're not growing. Even though we know, like, oh, you got to change in order to keep growing forward, to keep growing bigger and greater, to develop an alpha muscle. You can't, or else you're going backwards. So if I go to the gym and I'm lifting the same weights and I'm never, like, lifting nothing heavier or some shit, I'm not going to get any more growth than that. It's like I would be stagnant. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. I wanted to share that. This would be a short podcast for once. Yeah, man, develop that alpha muscle. All right, and first become self-aware. Like, see where you need to like what areas in your life that you need to develop, where you can develop. I mean, you know, where you can improve, and make notes. Like, once you're in a situation, make notes of what you could have or should have, coulda, woulda, shoulda done differently, and then do that shit differently next time. All right. I'm gonna save it for the next episode, but you only helping yourself, right? You only helping yourself. We are fragmented, meaning that there's a certain reason why we behave the way that we do. And it has something to do with, like, past trauma, like, pretty much your past, something that happened in your history. So something happened in your past which made you go forward behaving in a certain way. And it's only up to you to look at what might have happened to you in the past that's making you think this way and live this way and make these type of decisions now. So it's still you, like that past self and your current self, and only you could fix that for your past self, because shit, you got all the power. So you pretty much gotta look at your past self, talk to him, and be like, oh, okay, well, I got you, we go do it different. And you gotta be a fucking man or a woman and face life head on to better the it's difficult to explain. I need to plan this out a little bit more, but I'm gonna try to finish it real quick. But to pretty much fix the situation for your past self. And even, like, if you got kids, like, it's up to you to be a man or a woman to make their future or even their present better than what it is. All right, whatever responsibilities that you have. So if you got a wife, a woman, or self, whoever you looking out for, whoever's in your responsibility, if you got a dog, it's up to you. So Hey, you got to put that on your shoulders, G. That's why you a man. Alpha male. Let's get it, baby. What I wanted to add about character is, while I was at the playground, I'm worried about everything exterior. I'm worried about, okay, I know that my self-esteem is low. So if I go over there, I wouldn't seem confident. I wouldn't look that great. I'm telling myself all of this. But now what I realize is that it's more so about showing what's inside. It's more like, I would be confident if I was more so concerned about showing my character of I face anxiety. You know why they say in order to get confidence you have to fake it until you make it? That works. Everyone says it works. I promise you it works. I promise you that's the key. You fake it until you make it. That's one way of thinking about it, but it's pretty much just throwing yourself in the deep end. Alright? That's showing courage. The opposite of fear and anxiety is courage. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you're going to need a whole lot of courage, because it's filled with fear and anxiety, but you got to do shit anyway. So, that's part of character. That has nothing to do with personality. So if you're courageous, it's pretty much showing confidence. Even if you scared as shit, you confident enough to face your fear, your anxiety. So whenever you're nervous, whenever you want to make an approach, worry about your character more so than how you will come off on the outside. It's up to it's up to them to perceive you however they perceive you. I wouldn't be too concerned about that. I mean, actually, based on experience, I was fucking concerned about that. But going forward, now I know character. That's what's going to show your charismatic nature. Character, charisma. Like, okay, I am what I am. Now I'm going to show you who I am on the inside. That's what matters, bro. That's what matters all the time. It's what's on the inside. When you're in the gym, when I first started going to the gym and working out, I was skinny as shit. How much did I weigh? I weighed like maybe 120. Skinny as fuck. Alright. But when I got to lifting that weight, I'm like, man, this weight is heavy. Like when I first started doing bench presses, I was only able to bench press the 25-pound weight on each side. I think, was it 35? It was probably 25. I'm not, I hope it wasn't 25. But either way, what I noticed was my strength, it wasn't even really coming from my muscles. Even when even when you're fighting, like, oh my God, when your adrenaline get to going, you're doing shit that you didn't know that you wouldn't have thought that you could do, because all of that strength is coming from inside of you. That's why they say it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Facts. Kappa facts. Your character, what you're made of, it has nothing to do with how it looks on the outside. It's all inside of you. So that's what you want to be showing to the world. That's your light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine. You are God's child. You need to worry about showing your godly nature, your inner self, what you made of, bro. And that's what you need to be worried about developing as well. Now, if I'm telling you, that's what confidence is. It's like showing you, being authentic, like this is me. A lot of people don't do that. They're not able to do that. A lot of shy people, or people who want to get out their shell, a lot of introverts, but they don't know. Like, that's your power. Like, once you do it, once you just allow it to happen, you're going to be getting the things that you have been lacking, because you're not letting your godly nature show, man. And that's all we really here to do. You're beautiful, bro. Everyone is beautiful. You just got to let your beauty shine. Stop worrying about the outside. Stop worrying about what kind of car you got, what kind of clothes you got, how many followers you got. telling you, G. I'm telling you. Motherfuckers be like, yeah, Caesar, keep doing the YouTube. I'll be looking at my YouTube like, man, this shit sucks. Why they want to listen to me? I won't even watch my own shit. And I'm asking y'all for likes and shit. But nah, it's in the inside, bro. Like, when I'm doing this, I feel great when I'm doing it. I feel great when I'm doing it because it's coming from inside of me. And that's why people fuck with it. Let your light shine. I'm out.